How's everyone doing today, YouTube? This is Yamago Productions, and today I got a couple binders from my collection to go over with you guys. I was putting this video off doing for a while because I kept on getting new cards in, and honestly I realized I'm probably always going to be doing that because I really like collecting for this card game. And so I just sort of thought I'd show you like what I have with me right now and just sort of go over the part of my collection that I like the most, the part that I'm most proud of. Yeah, I've really just been collecting these ever since I was a little kid. So don't think I went out and bought all this at once. I didn't. This is years and years of collecting. And this collection is probably it's not going to be the most expensive collection. It's not going to be the biggest collection, but it's just the ones that I like the most. Yeah, this is probably going to be a pretty long video. I'm just going to get straight into it. So this first binder starts off with game promos from, most of them are Game Boy games, but there's a couple other like just video games. I don't know all of them off the top of my head. But we got the DDS Exodia head. The card always looked really cool to me. And then a couple other DDS promos on this page. I'm going to try and go through this pretty quick because, I mean, even though I'm only going to go through a couple binders, it's not like... And then, yeah, I got Skull Dice, Negate Attack. Then over here we got some Goat Staples, the DD Assailants, especially for the Beast Down variant, and Abyss Soldier. Would like to get one more of them, even though you can only play two. It'd just be nice to have a play set. And then we have the Magnet Warriors, still missing one of them though, I think Beta. Dark Sage and Slifer the Sky Dragon. Then we move over to this page. We got the Jump promos. This collection definitely still needs some work. I only have a couple. I probably only have like, I don't know, 15 of them, I think, something like that. I remember being subscribed to the magazine as a kid. That's actually where I got most of these from, but I know I used to have Victory Dragon, but I don't know what happened. I must have traded it or something a long time ago. I really like the alternate artwork on Obelisk and the Winged Dragon of Ra. I really want to get Slifer, and I really like the Dark Magician alternate art as well. These are just some more promos. I can't remember, I think these came in the Legendary decks, and then ironically I bought a collection, and this was just in it. The collection was English, I'm not sure why that was there, but I think it's super cool. And then this is a Bandai Time Wizard, for anybody that doesn't know what that is. That's basically like what Yu-Gi-Oh! Was before I think Konami bought it. Yeah. This card's really special to me too. This is actually pretty much the first card I ever got. I can't remember if it was this or Lord of D. I'm pretty sure they're both from LOB, but it might have been in the same pack. And I've just kept it ever since. It's where it all started, and I wouldn't trade this card for anything. We got the Sphinxes. And some more of the movie promos. I think I'm missing the Dark Magician looking card from that set. And these are McDonald's promos. Again, you know, nothing crazy. Just things that I've sort of collected over the years. These are tournament pack cards. I used to have a TP7, I think, or maybe it was TP8 Harpy's Feather Duster, but I traded it for another card in this video that you'll probably see at some point. And these are just some special edition cards. I mean, I know nobody's crazy about Diffusion Wave Motion. It's always outshined by Dark Magician Girl, but I still like it. It's cool. Not that that's the set that particular Diffusion Wave Motion's from. And these are Duelist League cards. And then this is my only Hobby League card. I want to get some more Hobby League cards, but I heard they're like thicker than regular cards. Not that that really matters that much for Go format, but that's why I've been a little hesitant. These are all misprints. This one I found in a shop when I was going through cards. This one my friend pulled out of a pack. Found this in the same shop that I found this. I pulled these two myself, and this one's just really miscut. You know, I'm not really huge on miscuts, but this one's just very miscut. This one's pretty miscut too. And then these are from tins, but they're actually supposed to be secret rares, but they're printed like kind of like an ultra or a super. You know, I'll pull one out so you can see it a little closer. But yeah, there's no secret rarity on there. It still has like the white letters though that a secret rare would have, so I thought that was really interesting. Both these came in a collection I got a while ago when I was still playing the meta. And so most of my collection you'll see is basically geared towards Goat cards, and if you play the Exarion version of Goat, then these guys are also Lego, so I just kind of grabbed them because they were cheap. And then my one Exarion. These are left over from when I played the meta. I'm not really sure why this is in here. These are just some heroes, you know. Love having some heroes. These are all ultimate rares. This page is pretty much ultimate rares that nobody cares about because they were just printed over and over and over again. But they're still cool. I really like the blue eyes. And these are ultimate rares that some people care about. A little more variety, not as easy to get, but still mostly unlimited. And then there's an ultimate rare Elemental Hero Bubble Man. I wish that was first ed, but it's cool still. And this card also, I always just thought the art on this card looked really cool, especially the ultimate rare. I actually got this when I was a super little kid. I didn't even know like what an ultimate rare was or if they were worth any money. I just thought it looked really cool. So yeah. And then these are ultimate rare Book of Moons and just basically other goat staples that are all in ultimate. I'd really like to get one more Tsukiyomi at some point. I think that's it for this binder, yeah. Pretty quick, that binder's not all the way full, but that's alright. This is pretty much, I guess, my main binder. It's where a lot of my things I've collected have gone into. So you gotta start with the god cards, of course. What collection's complete without the gods? These aren't the secret rare gods, but my grandparents actually got these for me, like, God, so many years ago. I've always had them in my collection. Honestly, I don't think I would trade them for anything just because they gave them to me. And these are all alternate arts. These are from the tin, though. My drum promos, like I said, are in the other binder. And the Sacred Beast. I probably will switch these out to the other alternate arts that these gods got, but I just haven't really done that yet. Then, got this page. Exodia, pretty much my favorite card in the game. These are all unlimited, unfortunately. But working on getting a first ed set. It's just not exactly the cheapest thing in the world to get. And then I really like the Lost Art promo Exodia. I think this looks amazing. I'm not sure which one I like more, because I mean, this is obviously the one I grew up with, but I know this is the original, so really cool. And then we got the little, not knockoff Exodias, but his little archetype down here. Super cool. And then we just have a page for Dark Magician. Always been a fan of both these arts. I mean, honestly, all three of these top arts I've really liked, and the Jump promo. I don't really like this art for some reason, and I'm not a huge fan of gold rares. And I don't know, these arts are okay, I guess, but they're just not really my favorite. And we got some extra unlimited pieces over here. And I wanted to put this card on that page, but I ran out of room. And then, you know, the Blue Eyes White Dragons, probably the most iconic card in the game. And then I think, yeah, so everything after this page is all first edition for the rest of the binder. So we got Tri-Horn Dragon. Eventually I'm trying to get 3 of every card that's legal in GOAT format in first edition. But, you know, we'll see how that goes because it's going to be really, really hard. But maybe we'll do it one day. Who knows? But yeah, this is all just first ed LOB. You know, they're just commons, but like I said, this collection really isn't about what's expensive or anything. It's just things that I like. And I remember playing with LOB when I was a kid, so got a lot of cards from it. Or actually not a lot, maybe just a couple pages, but still. I just think they look so cool. Especially honestly, even the commons. I think that's a pretty good instant fusion target for the meta. I can't remember, honestly, though. I haven't played the meta in a while. It totally could have changed. And then there's the start to my first ed Exodia. Hopefully we can get the other pieces before they're just way too crazy to get. And then I think we move on to MRD. Only holo I have from MRD is Catapult Turtle. It's pretty funny though, I found him for like $1 and I was just like, well, that's cool. Yeah, I love all the old school commons. I think they look so cool. Just more old school commons. I think we moved on to MRL now. And we got the Super and a couple Ultras, I think, from MRL. Yeah, just the GOAT format staples. You already know. Delinquent Duo, MST, and Snatch Steal. And we got a play set. This actually came in a collection I just bought too. So it's cool to have that. It wasn't, like I said, the collection was for meta cards, but there was a whole bunch of like old school stuff in there. And I'm just really happy there was, because I think I prefer the old school stuff. Yeah, just more commons. And over here we got a Metamorph. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. This card always looked pretty cool to me too. And Senju of the Thousand Hands. And then we got ultra rare PSV Call the Haunted. Another GOAT format staple. And more GOAT staples here and here, both first ed, like I said. All just commons from PSV. And I think after PSV, I kind of realized like I was going to need a lot of binders, so I sort of stopped collecting the commons. I'm going to pick it back up again. I just want to get designated binders for each set before I buy all the commons and don't have anywhere to put them. So after this page, we just have the holos from, I think GOAT format's the first 11 sets. I'm not 100% sure on that. I could be wrong. But yeah. So we got Mask of Restrict, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Yeah, all just like I said, mostly GOAT format staples or first edition cards from that era of the game, just to sort of mess around with. XYZ Tank Cannon. I really wish I had the Dark Magician Girl, but you know what, maybe one day. Got some Tried Infecting Viruses. I gotta have those for GOAT. I always thought this card would be better in GOAT. Tried it, not really a fan. Like, it is cool, but it's just not as good as you want it to be, I feel like. There's other cards that do its job better. Of course, gotta have First Ed, IOC, Blackluster Soldier. Love that card. Really happy to have it. If you watch one of my mail days, I actually just bought it. And it's funny, it was supposed to be like mod played. I know there's like a scratch on the back, but God, the front just looks perfect. I'm just really, really happy with that. Because some cards that come mod play look more like this card, man. This card was so beat up. But it's still cool. Still really like it. Dimension Fusion. Lucky. I got lucky on that, getting that card. It went up in price a lot for the First Eds. So I'm really glad I got it when I did. Mobius. I want to get more of him too. Might try and build Monarchs at some point. These are just random ultis. I don't think any of them are really worth that much, except for this one. Ironically, I just had this one from. I got this one when I got that Alien card as a kid, and it's in really good shape for having it as a kid. Yeah, really happy about that because it would be really annoying to buy now in that condition, I think. Yeah, I really like my playset of this guy too. I think he's a really interesting card in GOAT. I think I might try and build a skill drain deck around him, as well as some other vanilla cards. But yeah, mostly just ultis. I really like that they made it so pretty much any card can come in ulti, or not any card, but you know, rares through secrets or ultras or whatever can come in ulti in some of the newer sets. Just because it's like more shiny cards to collect, and I just think they look really good. Especially what set is this? Yeah, RDS, Rise of Destiny. The ultis from this set just look, I mean, they're just so detailed. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you look at it next to, say, like Cards of Sanctity from the set right afterward, like the amount of detail on the Rise of Destiny card is just insane. Man, the camera's really not picking this up, but I promise you, if you saw it in person, it would just be night and day difference. Like, they really, whenever they made the ultimate rares for that set, they really like just put a whole bunch of effort into it. And then over here we have some cards from my TLM pack opening, the Lost Millennium. If you haven't seen that, check that video out. I'll put a little something in the top of the screen around there. Alright, and then these are special edition promos. These are not hard to find at all, so I still think they look cool though. I don't really care if it's hard to find. I still just want to play a set of all of them, so hopefully at some point I'll be able to complete that. And then the next page, this is BPT tins. So these are, I think it's the first tins that ever came out, or possibly the second ones. But yeah, all these have gone up a lot in price too, especially like these ones right here. These ones have really gone up. I want to get the Blue Eyes from there, but it's kind of annoying because they just printed the same art. Like, they printed 2 different Dark Magicians for the first and second wave, but then they printed the same Blue Eyes art, and I'm just like, why didn't you print the other art? But, you know, whatever. I guess they probably just didn't even know if the game was going to last at that point, to be honest. And then I'm pretty sure these are the third wave of tins, right before the Exarion tin came out. And then these are starter decks. So we got the Blue Eyes, even though it's super beat up. The starter deck Joey is like really in good shape, which is awesome. And Pegasus, and I see these cards absolutely everywhere too. And then I think these are the structure decks. So there's like starter decks and structure decks, and these are structure decks. This was a kind of a bummer as an ultra rare. I think something else probably should have taken that card slot. I really wish I had the Black Luster Soldier to go with this, but one day. This beautiful thing about this collection is it's probably never going to end because there's no way I'm going to get 3 of everything, but you never know. We'll see. And then these are the last starter decks, I believe, that were legal in GOAT format, but most of the cards in them are not that great, and these are all Master Collection 1 cards. And then what is this? This is Dark Beginning. I don't have very many cards from this set. I'm still kind of working on that. But I think it's Dark Beginning 1, 2, and then Dark Revelation, which is what these are from. And so yeah, that rounds off that binder. And then let me just get this set back up. I got 2 more cards I can show you that I actually don't have in any binder. Just because these cards have gone up so much in price that I don't feel comfortable really putting them in a binder. Like I said before, I'm not huge on PSA or graded cards or anything like that. And these aren't graded or anything, but they are in a really thick case, so I probably won't ever play with them. But this is the first card. We got a DDS Blue Eyes White Dragon. This one's in light played condition. Even though I'm probably never going to play with this card, I don't know why I would, I feel like that wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. But I always kind of like having the option to. That's why I never really aim for near mint cards, just because the whole point of the card game is to play it. And like I said, I probably never will play this card, but I wouldn't feel awful if for some reason I decided to use it in deck profile and I was shuffling or something, and I don't know, I like to have the option. So it's light play. That's probably my my favorite condition for cards. I'm not huge on, like I said, grading or mint cards or anything. And then the other one, pretty much every major collection's got to have at least one of these. Got the first edition LOB Blue Eyes. I don't really know the difference between wavy and glossy. I honestly didn't even know there was one until just recently. I'm not sure which one this is. I think it's wavy. It might be glossy, I'm not sure. All I know is I'm really happy I have this card, because it would be really hard to get now. Hopefully one day we'll get the Dark Magicians too to go with these. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by leaving a like or a comment. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh videos just like this one, maybe even consider subscribing. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.